whatever you do, don't ask them which one's the fastest. Just, it's not worth it.
In Dark of the Moon, the Wreckers were introduced as a squad more interested in breaking stuff. They do tend to bicker, although in the film, Topspin was the silent one. He was reintroduced after both brothers were brought into studio series. Also, like his brothers, Topspin is a souped-up NASCAR, totally decorated with alien-enhanced tech and weaponry. It's almost pointless being a NASCAR, but hey, America, I guess. With all the dark gunmetal greepling, at least he fits in with the crew. I love the engine, aggressive front bumper, the 48 peeking through, massive exhaust on the back, and disjointed spoiler. The blue makes it distinct with the silver and yellow highlights, but don't expect every sponsor. It's so chaotic that it would just take away from everything. The claws tuck underneath, but with the guns to the side, they seem blast compatible, but the rubber is so loose and warped that I don't think it'll hold up. I get it's a safety thing, but does it have to be pathetically weak too? The design is pretty good if we compare it to the film, yet sadly the deformed weapons bother me. It's really tricky to try and fix, but for the crew he's tried to be in, it works. Robot mode. The transformation is finicky, especially getting the shoulder beams past the head, but now it doesn't feel as exciting as the original with the lack of yellow and feeling like a lackluster rehash. It's probably not his fault. With studio series, that gap with the character needed to be filled regardless. I like the wheels flipping in, the chunks on the side with portholes for the sake of adding more weapons, the pipes, the chest. On the surface, the details are good, even if those are Roadbuster's arms. It's just there's so much gray. One thing I do love is the head. The off-color blue paint is weird, but the sculpt is good. I love the hairstyle, silver face, metallic blue eyes, and grid outline on top. Did someone say? Ball jointed head, shoulders out and in, forward and back, rotation below, elbow bend, ball joint hips, rotation below, and knee bend. Visibility is pretty good with the pods using a double ball joint beam. The hips might slide around, but he looks good with the Wreckers. If only the back window could lock into place. Let's take a look at the accessories. I don't like the soft plastic, but he has the clamps that plug on the side of the arms that still allow for a porthole over top. Then there's the gunners that can plug on top, but I prefer leaving them on the shoulders. Maybe comparing it to the original is a little unfair. I still like the figure on its own, and it's consistent with the rest. It probably has less issues compared to the other two, but it doesn't shine enough to really stand out. Not bad, but it feels like it's missing something. Now, up for some volleyball in Cuba with your head swapped?